comfortably sat with the APC crew. Can we dare say that you have moved to the APC?
I didn't come with APC crew. And in the court here, in the court here, that know where they said APC and PDP. I came here as somebody who's interested and somebody who wants the country to move forward. So I congratulate Mr. President, and I think that this has come to the end. No more speculation. So Mr. President can focus and do what he's supposed to do for Nigerians. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It is instructive that the decisions were unanimous, without any dissenting voice. Like the judge said, all litigation must come to an end. They addressed all the issues, about 7 of them, and those issues were, and the judgment on each of the issues were clearly unassailable as far as I'm concerned. So for me now is the time for us all, every Nigerian, particularly the President, to roll up his sleeves and continue with the governance. This has been a distraction. The litigants exercise their rights to go to court, but that has come to an end now. We now have to all come together as one country, one people, and move ahead and take this country where it rightfully should be. We're happy, we're excited.
So you said coming together, does that mean that you'll be extending the hands to the PDP and the Labour Party? Although the APM's appeal was dismissed, but would the President be extending the hand of friendship or partnership to the other political parties?
Listen,
welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all
the judgment. The judgment was very sound
about the
by any objective by the President. Supported with the facts, cases, statute. President, if you know him very well, is a Democrat. He's not now that he's extending his hands of fellowship. He's always done that. He will continue to do that. And will continue to do so on his behalf. Governance is about everybody. It's not about a party. It's not about individuals. If we do not come together now, then we'll have ourselves to blame. Opposition is not, you don't oppose for the sake of opposition. Elections are over, litigation is over. All litigation must come to an end. Now is the time for governance. Distractions over. So yes, Mr. President, the APC and all rights members of society must come together, no matter what party you belong to address the issue of governance.
Are Nigerians ready to accept the outcome of the Supreme Court? The truth is that many Nigerians have no choice but to accept it, but it's not that is what they wanted. It is because they have no choice in the matter. What you have is a situation where you have a family land. You know that the land belongs to your family. Your ancestors told you so, told your fathers and your father's fathers so. But a big man came from nowhere and take over the land and claim it is its own. It belongs to their own fathers. And eventually the matter gets to the Supreme Court. You know, there are many land disputes that also end up in Supreme Court. Now, if the Supreme Court eventually awarded the land to the man who have usurped it because the man has the resources, he has the political connection, does it mean that your family will forget that land belongs to you, to your family? Of course, we are not going to forget it. You'll still be nursing your wound. Every time you pass through that land, you will know that it was your family land that was taken away from you. The Supreme Court may have given the final verdict, but he has not won your heart. Your heart is still your heart. So Bola Ahmed Tinubu may have won at the Supreme Court, but has he won the hearts and minds of Nigerians? Has he won the respect of Nigerians? In the election in question, which was hugely disputed, as for Bola Ahmed Tinubu was awarded 8.7 million votes. Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party was awarded 6.9 million votes. Peter Obi of the Labour Party was awarded 6.1 million votes. And Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso was awarded about 1.4 million votes. Now, if you calculate the votes of Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, Atiku Abubakar, and Peter Obi, that's almost 50 million votes that voted against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Those are votes that rejected him. Those are the hearts and minds that have to be convinced that he is their president. Of course, legally he is, but in their hearts and minds, has he won them over? Because go on social media, you still see people saying, even with the verdict, that Tinubu is not my president. Peter Obi is my president. Is there. So what is it that could be done about this? Can anything be done about it? Does it mean that the debate over who won the election is over? Of course, people will continue to talk about it. People will continue to talk about it. Just as right now in America, the outcome of the 2020 presidential election is still being talked about. There are many supporters of Donald Trump who believe that the 2020 presidential election was rigged against Donald Trump. There are those who believe that Donald Trump was lying, that the election was rigged. And there are many people in America today who insist that Joe Biden is not their president, but there's nothing they can do about it. Okay, now look at this scenario. If the public have confidence in the Supreme Court, if the people believe in the Supreme Court, it will make matters easier to be settled. But right now, with the way that the Supreme Court of Nigeria is perceived, because of so much miscarriage of justice, many people have listened to them and have legally accepted their verdict, but the hearts of Nigerians are not with the Supreme Court, and the hearts of Nigerians, majority of Nigerians, are not with the Supreme Court and their verdict. But they have accepted that legally the person they said won is enjoying the fruit of that victory. But the hearts and minds of Nigerians do not agree. Majority of Nigerians do not agree with the verdict. And I will give you a typical example, which is what I want us to also look at. A former minister, a former senator, and a minister in this country, Benmore Bruce, a former senator and a former DG of NTA, Benmore Bruce. After the Supreme Court gave his verdict, he released a statement on his verified X account. And we're going to look at what he said in his verified X account about the verdict of the Supreme Court, and then the reaction that followed. That's the statement he put out on his verified X account. Now, this is what Benmore Bruce wrote. He said the Supreme Court has now ruled on the appeal brought by my party and its presidential candidate. The Supreme Court has now ruled on the appeal brought by my party and its presidential candidate. I do not comment on the rightness or wrongness of the judgment, except to say that as a law-abiding and patriotic citizen of Nigeria, it is accepted that the Supreme Court is final. Therefore, the judgment should be accepted by all Nigerians as settling all the issues of contention and the matter of who won the presidential election held on February 25, 2023. Therefore, I call on the People's Democratic Party and its presidential candidate, Waziri Atiku Abubakar, to accept the judgment and let this controversy end. I congratulate President Bola Tinubu and the people of Nigeria who now have clarity for the future. Perhaps we can now focus on the task of building our nation and growing our economy to enable it to deliver a decent living and opportunities for positive human development for all Nigerians, especially the masses. To the People's Democratic Party, let us learn from the disunity that cost us this election. If a united opposition could not defeat the ruling All Progressive Congress in 2019, we showed an extreme lack of judgment to have allowed division within our ranks in 2022 to 2023. Hopefully, we can make better decisions for the future. That's Benmore Bruce, former senator representing Bayelsa State, and the former Director General of the NTA, and a businessman of repute. Has a family that have been known for business in Nigeria. But look at the reaction that followed his tweet. We may later look at the content of his tweet. But look at what he got in return. Just a kind of summary or a sample of what he got as a reaction from Nigerians. One of the Nigerians that responded to his tweet was Oluwadamilare Adeogo. This is what this account holder said about the tweet by Benmore Bruce. He wrote, "Why should I accept a judgment that goes against the Constitution? Because it came from the Supreme Court?" He asks again. First of all, he asks, why should I accept a judgment that goes against the Constitution? Then he posed another question and said, because it came from the Supreme Court? No, he said. A judgment is only acceptable when the people say so. See King Solomon's judgment about the actual owner of the baby for more reference. This is so unjust. Then another Twitter X user, Olasupo Jakes, wrote, which Supreme Court? We don't have a Supreme Court. Then another response was from LP Stolen Mandate. And this is what the holder of this X account wrote. He said, because you are a hypocrite, why will you say at your age you don't know what is wrong, right or wrong? You people keep deceiving yourself. Fake patriotism. Another verified ex-user, Farmers of Thought, replied to Bemore Bruce. Why you dey write stories upon stories? We all know say na script. Were. Man, abeg forget all this English you dey write, evil people. Then Toby Akimbo J, in his reply to Bemore Bruce, wrote, I can't be following a man like you. Now this one want to unfollow Bemore Bruce because of his statement. Then Elvis Chinwosu replied Bemore Bruce, Yeye political job man, you even lack the courage to have an opinion about a clear, flawed Supreme Court of Nigeria verdict that today killed an election that did not produce democracy. Please tell us how Nigeria will move forward without legitimacy. Then another reply that Bemore Bruce got, this time from Hunter Henshaw. He wrote to Bemore Bruce, you are shameless. Like I said previously, you cannot bully anyone to accept injustice. You are just one man. No one conferred any authority on you to ram nonsense down their throats. Enjoy your payment and move along with the dance of hypocrites, vagabonds, and thieves in power. One thing for sure, you should know is that one day those kids of yours will have no home to come back to. Will have no home to come back to. And Lord, the hungry poor would have eaten their parents for lunch and dinner. You can see how angry this Nigerian was. Then another ex-user whose name is a good name, he said, I congratulate President Bola Tinubu and the people of Nigeria who now have clarity for the future. He was quoting Bemore Bruce now. He was quoting Bemore Bruce because Bemore Bruce in his statement had this extract from it. So this person, a good name, picked it up. That's just this excerpt from it. I congratulate President Bola Tinubu and the people of Nigeria who now have clarity for the future. And this person asked Bemore Bruce, did you read that statement before posting? He was querying Benmore Bruce about the statement that was part of the statement in his statement. So you say I congratulate President Bola Tinubu and the people of Nigeria who now have clarity for the future. And this person asks Benmore Bruce, did you read that statement before posting it? Then Anitap Umorin, in his response to Benmore Bruce, wrote, can you speak for yourself and leave Nigerians alone? What nation can you build on lies, deception, injustice, and double standard? You are okay to be pretended over by a known certificate forger. Then another ex-user, a little kindness, in his verified account, wrote back to Benmore Bruce, it was so wrong rating all of you elders. As long as the system benefits you all, everything else can be compromised. It is a shame knowing that something is wrong and still painting it white. Another verified ex-user, wake up, reply Benmore Bruce, you are not well at all. Then another one, this one goes by the verified name, verified X account, Chief Oji. This is what he wrote back to Benmore Bruce. Can you not just eat your corn and tweak in peace without dragging Nigerians? Now, what I have just shared with you are just a tip of the iceberg of what Benmore Bruce got back from Nigerians following his tweet, where he said that now that the Supreme Court has given its verdict, that the dispute, the debate over the outcome of the election, who won, is over, and that it is now time for business as usual. He congratulated Bola Ahmed Tinubu and saying that Nigerians now have clarity about the future. I don't understand what Benmore Bruce meant by that Nigerians now had clarity about the future. Is it clarity in terms of deception, in terms of how so many feel alienated by the verdict of the Supreme Court? How the Supreme Court deliberately didn't even mention anything about the Tinubu's forfeiture of $460,000 process of narcotic to the United States government. They just cleans up the president and make things easier for him, and was always citing laws and things to make it appear as if the lawyers of Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar were fools. They are babies. They don't know what they are doing. Nigerians could really read in between the lines. That was why I said at the beginning that the Supreme Court may have given it verdict and Tinubu won in the verdict they delivered. But Tinubu, has he won the hearts and minds of Nigerians? Has he won the respect of Nigerians? Have Nigerians been satisfied with the way they treated the Chicago State University evidence that Atiku Abubakar brought, in which Bola Ahmed Tinubu got admission with a certificate from a college, government college in Lagos that was not in existence. Did the Supreme Court clear that doubt? Did the Supreme Court clear any doubt about the forgery, except to dismiss that Atiku did not file the matter on time? Now, many Nigerians who still believe in integrity, in due process and everything, are they satisfied when they look at Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Do they look at him as a person who went to university with a clean record? What they did was to extricate themselves from looking into all the matters, all the evidence that Atiku Abubakar brought from Chicago. They made it appear as if Atiku just went there on a jamboree, using technicality to whitewash so many things. And they think that with that, nothing that Nigerians could do. Of course, nothing that Nigerians could do now. They have to accept the verdict as it is and move on with their lives. But does that mean that they have accepted the verdict of the Supreme Court, or that the debate over who won the 2023 presidential election is over? That debate is not over. People will continue to talk about it forever. How Nigeria had an opportunity, how the INEC promised a lot of things and give hope to Nigerians on what technology could be able to do to help the country get rid of election rigging. You can see ahead of the Kogi, Imo, and Bayelsa off-season election, INEC is promising the same things that he promised Nigerians, but they sound so hollow in the eyes, in the ears of Nigerians, that nobody even pays attention to what Professor Mahmoud Yaku is talking about when he begins to talk about in Bayelsa, in Kogi, and in Imo State, they will transmit the results live and all that. It has become like the conversation of the deaf. People are just watching them. Nobody believes anything that comes out of the mouth of our next chairman anymore. People have lost confidence in the electoral process. People are just merely tolerating the whole process because they have no choice. Because if they had the opportunity to show their anger, those in authority will know that many Nigerians are not happy with the state of the country and with the state of the democracy. But they have accepted it, and they've had it. They've accepted it in terms of the legality of it. But in their hearts and minds, they do not accept what the Supreme Court said. And if you ask people, they will tell you that they had expected the outcome that was delivered by the Supreme Court, but they never expected the Supreme Court to be so allegedly partisan. Read the opinion of Nigerians. Gauge the views and opinions of Nigerians. You can see that, yes, Tinubu may have won the war, but he has lost the battle a long time ago, because the hearts and minds of Nigerians are not with him. But he has the backing of the Supreme Court to sit there in Aso Rock and pretend over the country. That is not in the question. That's nothing to question at all. But has he gotten the hearts and minds of Nigerians to be able to pull the country together to move ahead? That's a very difficult task for him to do, because a whole lot of people will continue to question his records, his academic records, as was discovered by Alhaji Atiku Abubakar when he went on a discovery of his academic records at Chicago State University based on articles, allegation that Bola Ahmed Tinubu submitted forged Chicago State University certificate to the Independent National Electoral Commission. That will continue to haunt the presidency throughout his tenure. There is no doubt about it. The Nigerians may be complaining in their individual homes, on social media, and everything else. But it is just because there's little they could do about the matter. It is what it is. But let nobody deceive the presidency like Bajabiamela and yes, on wicked way they talk that everything is over. Of course, everything is over legally because the Supreme Court is the final court. But it is not yet over in the hearts and minds of Nigerians that the Supreme Court do not have access to legislate what Nigerians think about the president and how he emerged. The Supreme Court cannot change that. That's what I have observed going through so many people's opinions on and off social media. The verdict of the Supreme Court is not acceptable to most Nigerians in their heart. And that heart is where great leaders derive the support that help them to build a great nation. That certainly is lacking right now. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.